They strike without warning, often cloaked in strange, grotesque, even comical disguises. Their methods vary and their numbers keep rising. According to the FBI, more than 8,000 American banks are robbed and millions of dollars lost every year. Authorities estimate that 60% of all bank robbers are eventually apprehended. But some criminals are so clever and so brazen that they're able to hold up bank after bank and still elude capture. Tonight, the FBI has asked that we profile two so-called serial robbers, two men who in total have stolen more than $500,000. In September of 1991, this man entered the Valley Bank of Nevada in Las Vegas.
Hello. Can you help me, please?
Oh, yes, sir. What can I do for you?
He approached the bank manager, Allison Owen, about getting a second mortgage on his home.
I've got some mortgage applications ready.
No one imagined that his kindly manner masked a cruel, almost sadistic persona.
I want to tell you right up front.
He had a story about the fact that he had cancer, and the reason he was seeking this loan was so that he would have money for his living expenses until he died.
I tell you what, why don't you start filling that out? And
I made some phone calls for him. And we finished our conversation, determined that we weren't going to be able to assist him with his request, and he left the bank.
Yes, sir.
I have another question about the loan.
What is it, sir?
15 minutes later, the man returned.
Would it be better if my wife applied for the loan?
You know, I have a friend who's a mortgage broker.
That's when he pulled the gun out and waited for me to see it in his hand.
Be very quiet. Be very still. No sudden moves, no alarms.
He told me he was going to rob the bank and that he would kill me if I didn't do what he told me to do.
This is a bomb. Put it on your wrist now.
We'll get you anything you need.
Put the bomb on your wrist now.
What made him scary to me was that he was so calm. He wasn't excited. He wasn't agitated. He was very determined, and that convinced me.
Now remember, any alarm will activate this bomb. You must keep the bomb within 6 inches of your body or it will detonate. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, can you take me into the vault?
I can't get in there by myself.
Call someone over here.
Opening the vault required that 2 employees be present. Allison summoned one of the tellers.
Miss Smith, please sit down. Quickly, sit down. You'll notice there's a bomb on your manager's wrist. I have one also for you. Please put it on your wrist.
When we were going to the vault, he was watching us very closely. He kept pace with us as he was walking through the lobby, and he was watching us the whole time.
I've got it right here, sir.
Once we got in the vault, he opened up his briefcase and took out a satchel type of a bag. And he had us put the money from the safe into his bag.
What's this?
That's coin, sir. Do you want that?
Leave it. Where's the rest of the money?
Oh, I forgot we had a pickup this morning. I don't have anything.
Are you lying to me?
No, sir, I would not lie to you.
He wasn't very happy. He expressed some disbelief that that was all the money there was.
We picked up the money earlier. All right, zip up the bag.
So that was a little frightening, because if he hadn't believed us, I was afraid he might hurt us.
Thank you very much.
How are we going to get the bombs off?
I'll call you in 20 minutes and tell you how to remove the bombs. Allison, you be a good girl.
The entire robbery had taken less than 10 minutes. The Grandpa Bandit made a clean getaway with $37,000 cash. The bank was immediately evacuated, except for Allison and her co-worker.
While we were waiting for the phone call from the robber to tell us how to get the bombs off, or for the police to come inside, it was terrifying. Because we didn't know what was going to happen.
Let's get a look at it.
After 25 torturous minutes, help finally arrived. A bomb expert quickly determined that the devices were harmless, but by that time, the Grandpa Bandit was long gone.
Okay, well, I'll keep it within 6 inches of my body. It's going to be okay, all right?
We're particularly interested in resolving this one because the violence was different. Usually a bank robbery takes about 45 seconds to a minute. But in this one, even after the robber left, the bank employees were terrorized by the presence of his phony bombs.
The Grandpa Bandit is around 55 years old. He is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 170 pounds. He has light brown hair, a pockmarked complexion, and wears glasses. He may have robbed as many as 3 other banks throughout the western United States. March 25th, 1992, Ontario, California. Just after 10 a.m., a stranger pulled up to a branch of the Bank of America. He carried a gym bag and a plastic milk carton. Hardly the standard tools of a bank robber.
He used the milk cartons to enable him to reach over the 3/4 high door and unlock it from the inside, which allowed him access into the bank box depository area. Due to a lot of real close, accurate timing and a lot of luck, he was able to enter the vault prior to the security measures being enacted by the employees.
I saw the gun pointed right at my face. Down in your face, don't look up at me. Down. Get it down! And all I thought about was the bullet going in my back. He was very relaxed. He knew what he was going to do, like step by step, what he wanted, and what was there already. He knew what was there.
Henry Salinas was stunned that the bandit seemed to know exactly how much money had been delivered just minutes before.
There was a third bag. Where is the third bag? Don't look at me.
By him kicking me, I felt that it was no problem for him to shoot us.
All right, keep your face on the ground.
So I decided not to do anything else. Just stay down and don't even move.
Thank you for your cooperation.
The unknown gunman moved so quickly and efficiently that no one in the bank was aware that a robbery of major proportions had just taken place.
An average bank robbery consists of less than $2,000. This particular bank robbery, due to the timing and planning involved, the subject was able to obtain in excess of $500,000.
The milk carton bandit is in his early 30s. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds, and has a grayish-blonde full beard. A $50,000 reward is being offered for his arrest. There is also a reward in the case of the Grandpa Bandit. Once again, he is around 55 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighs 170 pounds. The reward is $10,000. If you have any information about the Grandpa Bandit or the Milk Carton Bandit, please contact the FBI or call our toll-free number, 1-800-876-5353.